Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be ranking the top 10 most expensive Bundesliga transfers. These transfers include players that were sold from the Bundesliga and players that were sold to the Bundesliga by other clubs. Let's get into the video. Leroy Sane, 8 out of 10. To be fair, Leroy Sane has only been at Bayern for about 6 months since joining from Manchester City for £54 million, and given that he was only £54 million, I act like £54 million is couch change. But for a player of his caliber and a player of his quality and a player at his age, £54 million is a bargain. Pierre Emerick-Aubameyang, 8 out of 10. One of Arsene Wenger's last signings before departing the club, Aubameyang has been amazing for the Gunners, winning the Golden Boot in the 18-19 campaign and winning the FA Cup in the 19-20 campaign. Aubameyang has been doing the business for 3 years at the Emirates, and I'm sure he won't be slowing down. For €64 million, he's been a great sign. Timo Werner, 6 out of 10. While I can't just sit here and rip Timo Werner to shreds for kicking a corner flag, you have to feel sorry for the lad. He's coming from Germany, in a league where he doesn't play, in a country where he doesn't really speak the language, but he has to try and settle in. I believe Werner will find some form one day, but for now, the man has to prove why he cost over €50 million, and it's a 6 out of 10 from me. Naby Keita, 5 out of 10. Following the more mediocre ratings along with Timo Werner, Naby Keita has been underwhelming. He arrived with so much hype at Anfield, even given the number 8 shirt from the legendary Steven Gerrard, but he's just been stuck on the treatment table and he hasn't really had an impact on the club, so it's a 5 out of 10 from me. Luca Jovic, 4 out of 10. Just utterly disappointed from the Serbian striker. He arrived at the Bernabeu for €63 million and he hasn't been worth the money. After having a great season along with Sebastian Haller, who doesn't even make this list, at Eintracht Frankfurt, getting them to a Europa League semi-final. It's just, he arrived with so much hype and he hasn't lived up to the billing. Kevin De Bruyne, 10 out of 10. One of the best signings in the Premier League in the past 5 seasons and one of the best players in the Premier League for the past 5 seasons, Kevin De Bruyne has been a great signing for City. Since joining from Wolfsburg for €76 million, he's been inspired. From crosses to goals, assists and the occasional tackle, De Bruyne can do it all. Christian Pulisic, 7 out of 10. The American sensation joined Chelsea from Borussia Dortmund for a reported £65 million, and he's been worth every penny. Unfortunately, injuries have hindered his progress, but when he's in the team and on form, he's one of the hungriest attackers in the league. Lucas Hernandez, 6 out of 10. He hasn't really done much for Bayern, nor has he played that much. He's just been a very expensive signing for €80 million. I'm sure he'll come good one day, but for now it's only a 6 out of 10 from me. Kai Havertz, 5 out of 10. Along with Timo Werner, he hasn't done that much for Chelsea, and along with Lucas Hernandez, he's been very expensive at €80 million as well. We have to feel sorry for Havertz. He's coming into an environment where he hasn't really lived in before. He's new to England, he's new to the English game, but we just have to hope for the best for him. He's a very talented player, and I'm sure Frank Lampard could get the best out of him. Ousmane Dembele, 3 out of 10. You do have to feel sorry for Dembele. Replacing Neymar is no easy feat for anyone, and after only half a season of football and coming from the Bundesliga for €130 million, it's just gone wrong for him. Everything's gone wrong for him, in fact, from changing managers to coming up late for training to injuries to not getting minutes. You just have to feel sorry for him. And we hope one day Dembele can start to show his form again and become the amazing player we know he can be.
It's been live since we came up. 400 years we ain't gave up. Sold to the peers who had named us. Drove with the gears that they gave us. These rhymes on my tears, I don't say much. It hurts when I hear it ain't changed much. We starved on the way for a sign now. Regardless of change, it's our time now.